thought I'd do a quick little video on what's cool from CZ for polymer handguns. I got a couple right here. That's the P09 and the P07. And, well, I think there was some earlier polymer gun from CZ. These are really the first ones that are cool. And these are kind of like the CZ75. They use an Omega system, so yada yada. I won't go into all that, but pretty much you use them with the decocker. I mean, that's the way that most people are going to use them instead of cocked and locked. And they're pretty solid ass guns. And mostly this video is just going to be to like show these cool guns I got. And so it's basically a gun porn video. Anyway, these are both set up pretty rad. This one has a MAR and a MAR, and, you know, the magazines that are for these guns are not the same as the CZ75 magazines. They're a little bit wider, and so they don't fit in the CZ75 series guns. But, as you'll see later in this video, they do fit in all the P10 series guns. So, if you have one of these and one of those, and you can have some mag compatibility, which is nice, and that's always a big thought for me when I'm buying a gun is like, hey, what's the mags, and can I get mags, and does this mag work with that gun, and that sort of thing. So I got both of these set up pretty awesome. I had some slide work done on this one myself with the milling there and the forward mounted sight and a CZp10c CO, which is like a circle dot. And then there's an RMR on the other one and some milling that somebody else had done. Here I'm busting into the P10c, and this is a pretty rad gun. I think for the kind of medium compact size, concealability, either of those two, the P09 and the P07 are rad guns. You know, kind of like my wintertime carry kind of gun, like every bit as good as a full-size gun, and I can shoot either of these every bit as good as the full-size version, I think, anyway. And I'm kind of comparing the sizes. Like, the P07 is just ever so slightly smaller in some regards when it comes to stabbing the shit out of you in your belly when you're carrying. But it does have the hammer, and it does have that kind of beaver tail sticking out there. So it depends on how you carry and how much belly you got and that sort of thing. But these are rad guns, like really high quality, super awesome, accurate, good shooters, fun to shoot. And I love them. Anyway, that's those P09 and P10c compared. This is a P10f, and so the P10f, I've got this one set up like for competition, and so it's got a super rad trigger in it. And you know, you can see that it and the P09 are basically the same size. They're big. These are big guns. I mean, they're big handguns. I don't have very particularly large hands, but they're a big gun. People I know that have bigger frames, they're taller people, larger hands. They like these guns because they fill your hand and they're big. But nice capacity on the magazines, like stock 19-round mags. You know, really nice feel in the hand. Both of these feel really good. They kind of sort of feel like a CZ75. You can tell has the same kind of lineage. The P09's a little bit more similar, but they both feel really good, and they're both really excellent shooters, and I love them. So I made this video, which is basically about nothing except for, hey, check out these rad guns. And there they are. And here's a bunch of the kind of the best CZ polymer guns there are. And thanks for watching.